Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got a big show lined up for you. Let's get right on into it. All right, yep, Kentucky and the Vols are fighting for a transfer, and this guy's a key dude. It's coming down to the wire, and it was looking really good for the Vols. Now it looks like kind of a 50-50 coin toss, and it really depends on which site you go to as to who thinks who's in the lead. It was the Vols in the lead about a week ago, and now there's talk that Kentucky could be in the lead, and then there's talk it's a 50-50. Here in the Knoxville News-Sentinel, it talks about how Chaz Lanier could be their next commitment. He is definitely a high-scoring guard. He scores about 20 points a game. He shoots a great three-point shot, over 40%. And this is a dude that really didn't do a whole lot at North Florida until last year, and all of a sudden he exploded and got in the starting position and just started filling it up. And to score 20 points a game, that's a bunch. And he would be an ideal fit for the Vols. But Kentucky has shown up, and Mark Pope's putting on a full-court press. Now, the one positive for Tennessee, he's originally from Nashville, Tennessee, so that should help. We also got a crystal ball for him about a week or two ago. But because he is looking into the NBA, which probably won't happen, I would think he's going to wind up still in college. That has slowed things down, and you never want that in recruiting when you've got the momentum. You want to go ahead and get the guy committed, squared away, and signed. But with this extension here, and Mark Pope shows up, looking to fill an entire roster, it can be an issue. And the Vols still have 3 spots left, and they're probably going to fill 2 of them and hold an open spot because that's what Rick Barnes likes to do. He typically will hold an open spot, and he's used that for several players before, like Santiago Vescovi, and he used it for Toby Awaka and one other player. And Zakai Ziegler. What a great addition he was. Jeez. And then you go over to the Kentucky Wildcats website, and it says Kentucky's in the lead for Chaz Lanier. It says, according to Matt Norlander of CBS Sports, the Wildcats are close to landing the North Florida guard. So I don't like seeing that. It looks like we've lost some momentum as far as the Vols are concerned. And he might end up at Kentucky. Mark Pope's style of offense might suit Lanier. Now, granted, if he winds up playing for us, he's going to get to shoot the ball plenty. That's for sure. Because we had Dalton Connect last year, and this guy could be another Dalton Connect light. He's a little bit, he's 6'4". He's not as tall, but a great shooter, very similar to the way Dalton shot the ball, just filled it up from 3. So if he watched that, he knows that's available to him. Now, I don't expect him to play like Dalton did. I mean, good grief, that was unbelievable. But he would be a nice piece for us to pick up because we've already picked up 3 players. And Igor Milisak, also Felix Okpara, and then Darlingstone DeBar. And you got 2 good scorers here in Igor and Darlingstone, and then Felix is more of a rim protector. We need another scorer, especially an off-guard scorer. That would be really helpful to us. But this is coming down to the finish line, it appears to me. And then Kentucky picked up a nice player. They picked up Trent Noah. He's actually out of Kentucky and a really good shooter. He's ranked the number 108th player in the country, super high 3-star. I wouldn't expect to see him much in the first year, but they've already got 7 transfers. And again, he's filling up an entire roster. And all of these guys are strong 4-stars and guys that I would expect to play this year. So he's got 9 guys picked up. So we still got plenty of spots open, and of course Tennessee does as well. So this will be a very interesting decision by Chaz Lanier as to which team he goes to. Money will play a factor. I'm sure he's being offered a nice chunk of money from both teams, especially since they're fighting over him like this. And all those Kentucky donors are up there going, man, we can't let Mark Pope fail. We need to help him all we can. Of course, Tennessee's got a heck of an NIL program, so I don't think it'll be an issue of effort from Tennessee's NIL either. It's going to come down to the wire, I would expect. And here's the tough part. If we don't get Chaz Lanier, we'll have to see him twice for Kentucky. And Kentucky's thinking the same thing. Crap, if we don't get this guy, he could hurt us at Tennessee. So I would expect this to be a heck of a battle. And again, I think it'll go down to the wire. And let's look and see how John Calipari's doing at Arkansas since he just left Kentucky. He just seems to be tied to Kentucky. course, we already know about the 3 5-stars that he picked up that were Kentucky commits. Let's see who. Okay, picked up Adu Thoreau from Kentucky, and I believe they're the #1 transfer portal team. They're also filling up an entire roster. See John L. Davis, Jonas Adu from Tennessee, and Ivasic, who's 7'2". Yeah, their transfer ranks #1. They've still got a ways to go, though. They got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's still got plenty of players to pick up. That's not nearly enough. And again, this is when John Calipari kills it. This is the best time of year for him. Way better than the regular season. As I've said before, he's probably won 15 or 20 national championships in the offseason. It's a little different when you get in the regular season, but he's usually #1 when it comes to recruiting or portal. And if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Let's continue to cover all this basketball news. If you've not subscribed, hit this little button right here. I'd certainly appreciate it. And right over here is the most recent video. YouTube, thanks, you'll enjoy. And we'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.